Hi, I'm Ben from Freemius. When we meet fellow developers at WordCamps and other events, we often get asked about Renewals discount. The main reaction we get after we ask, why do you discount Renewals, is because others do it, I just follow the trend. Now let me ask you this. Is it the best practice for a business to just follow trends without thinking about the true benefits or cost for your business? I think you know the answer. The important thing is to give it some good thought. In this video, I'll cover the do's and don'ts of Renewals discount and explore alternative options so that you'll be able to make the best decision for your WordPress business. Let's plug in! Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for future videos. If you're watching this directly on YouTube, you can click the alert icon for notifications about new releases. Before we start, a short WordPress history lesson. Back in 2010, before the WordPress market became so saturated, selling premium plugins and themes wasn't so hard. It was a solid way for developers and designers to make money. Back then, everyone sold lifetime licenses, most of them without even restricting the number of license activations, allowing buyers to use the same license on as many sites as they wanted. In the following years, more and more developers and agencies realized the potential of the WordPress product market, which led to a gold rush. The plugin and theme inventory started to grow fast, naturally creating more competition and making it harder and harder to get new sales. Moreover, unexpected changes to Google's search algorithm led to a steep drop in sales for many developers, making them realize that their business wasn't sustainable, since they couldn't really control their distribution channels. While there was a drop in sales, the amount of customers that needed support kept rising, and they weren't paying for it since they bought the products with unlimited lifetime licenses. Think of an agency that buys your theme for $69 for life. They have a constantly growing number of clients who need ongoing support. This is a huge problem, right? This means more work for you with less income, the worst that it can get. The solution to this problem is limiting support and updates to only 1 year. That way, customers pay one time for the product, but to keep getting support and feature updates, they will need to renew their payment every year. Problem solved? Far from it. Think about the process they have to go through. Okay, let's click the link in the mail. Now they ask me to log in. What was my password? Who can remember that? Okay, what can I do? Oh, right. Click on Forgot my password. Now back to the inbox, click the link. Alright, I'm in. Now what? They need my credit card number? Again? Why? They have it already. Okay, I'll write a memo to call Ashley from the billing department next week to handle this with the company credit card. Wait, we don't have any problems with this plugin, so why do we need support or updates anyway? Sounds familiar? How many people do you think actually remembered to call Ashley or will complete the renewal? Not many. The low number of renewals was the reason why developers started to offer aggressive discounts of around 50% to incentivize their customers to renew. It became a kind of a standard in the ecosystem. Still, not many users renewed. In fact, the manual renewal rate was so low that a typical WordPress business heavily relied on new sales, which is not sustainable with all the competition and challenges in the ecosystem. What if Google changed their search algorithm again? What if the WordPress.org repository changed theirs? What if Envato changed their guidelines and removed your product from their site? All of these challenges have a major impact on sales, and they are totally out of your control. In extreme cases, challenges like these can wipe out your business entirely. Don't take my word for it. Read ThemeForest's story of the reflight. After being suspended from WordPress.org due to changes in their guidelines, they lost 60% of their business, $75,000 per month. This is a proof that in order to create a truly sustainable business that isn't vulnerable to shifts in the market, WordPress businesses owners have to think like software as a service or SaaS companies by selling subscriptions with automatic renewals. This is a practice we've pushed hard at Freemius and that started to gain wide adoption in 2017. To learn more about how to start thinking SaaS for your plugin or theme business, check out my SaaSy video on our channel. You can find the link in the description below. Because of this new approach for selling WordPress plugins and themes, we've seen a major improvement in renewal rates. 60, 70, and even 80% of customers are continuing with their subscriptions. The time has come to rethink renewals discount and explore the reasons behind whether you should keep offering renewals discount or stop entirely, and to learn about the possible alternatives to this risky practice. First, let's talk about renewals discount for plugins. The main question you need to ask yourself when thinking about discounting renewals is, do I need to incentivize my customers to pay again? This sounds like a simple question, but really requires serious thought. One more helpful question is, do my customers usually use my plugin for a short or long period of time? A few years ago, we decided to offer a giveaway for tickets to a conference. We purchased a giveaways plugin that helped us to handle the giveaway, but it was a one-time event, and after that, we had no use for the plugin. If the company behind the plugin would have offered a discount for the renewal, we might have considered it for the occasional future giveaway. But they didn't, so we cancelled our subscription. On the other hand, some plugins are inherently used for a long time, and users might be bound to them for a long period in order to maintain that functionality on their site. For example, in December 2016, Easy Digital Downloads increased their prices by 50 to 250%. Many long-time users of the plugin got upset about this, but had no other options because migrating to another solution yourself can be a big headache. So they prefer to cut the losses. By the way, if you're using EDD and for some reason not happy about it, just send us an email at support@freemius.com and we'd be happy to explore if transitioning to Freemius would be a good fit for your business. If it works out, our team can handle the migration process for you for free. Now let's talk about renewals discount for themes. For a site owner, switching themes is a major event, since they usually spend a lot of time customizing a theme for their specific needs. Also, a website is the main online presence of most businesses today. Unless a site owner wants to rebrand their entire business, there's little chance that they will change their chosen theme. So, the answer to the question, is this product used by customers for the long term, is definitely yes. And if you're selling themes, you should certainly think about removing the renewals discount from your pricing. The exception for themes might be in specific cases where a theme is built for a short period of use, like a holiday or coming soon page. In these cases, my advice is to offer renewals discount, preferably an aggressive one, since there is a much smaller chance of a renewal. To sum it up for both plugins and themes, if your product is one that is used for a long period of time, it becomes harder for users to make the switch. So, there isn't really much need to incentivize renewals when there are automatic renewals in place. Offering a renewals discount likely won't be the reasons for a renewal. It will be because the customer needs your product.